please accept my humble obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome all of you to Bhakti Sangha Japa Conference Call's mid-morning session on Sri Caitnaya Bhagavat. Today's class will be given by His Grace Ramgiridhari Prabhu. Before moving on to the class, I would like to know who all have joined the call today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna Darshini, please accept my humble obeisances. This is Preeti Vilasini Devidasi from Atlanta. Thank you for your very warm welcoming today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasini Mataji Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your association. All glories to your services. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Anyone else would like to introduce themselves? If not, we'll go for chanting for some time. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I welcome all of you to Bhakti Sangha Japa Conference Call's mid-morning session on Sri Caitanya Bhagavat. Before proceeding on to the session, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada's quote for today, 10th September. It does not matter whether there is increase of population, but if the people are unfaithful, they must be punished with starvation. That is God's will. Stockholm, September 10th, 1973. जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरवृंद ब्रह्मचारी हरिदास ठाकुर पूज्य भक्ति तुलसी महारानी की जय। जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद से लहरे की जय। श्री अम्मा महारानी की जय। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम हरे राम हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण राम 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 हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे दृष्टि दृष्टि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji is on call. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, we are very fortunate and very grateful to have you on the call. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Manavat pranams. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call and enlightening us on the topic of Sri Caitanya Bhagavat, Madhyakhanda, chapter 13, verses 379 to 386. I now hand over the call to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, and all glory to Prabhupada. Sorry that I had to reboot my system and it got slightly stuck there. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. So we are discussing from the topic, the chapter, the deliverance of Jagai and Madai, and from verse 379 to 386. Konadina Vashiya Take Vishwambaram Samukhe Aila Matra Kona Anucharam. One day, as Vishwambara was sitting there, some of his associates came before him. Oikane Taka Prabhu Balaye Apane Chari Pancha Mukha Gula Lotaya Angane. The Lord told them, wait there, while 4-headed and 5-headed personalities rolled on the ground in the courtyard. Padiya Jayayata Nahi Leka Jokham Tomara Sabere Ke Gula Nadeya Dekam. No one can estimate how many personalities were there. Don't you recognize these persons? Karayoda Kari Bale Sabha Bhakta Ganam Tribhuvane Kare Prabhu Tomara Sevanam. All the devotees replied to the Lord with folded hands. O Lord, the inhabitants of the 3 worlds serve you. Amara Sabara Kon Shakti Deki Baram Vine Prabhu Tumi Dile Drishti Adhikaram. What power do we have to see? Only you can give us the ability to see. He Sabad Bhutta Chaitanya Gupta Katam Sarva Siddhihaya Iha Sunile Sarvata. These confidential pastimes of Lord Chaitanya are most wonderful. If one hears them, he achieves all perfection. Ihate sandeha kichu nabhaviha mane ajabhava niti aise gaurange rastane. Do not maintain any doubts. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva would daily come to see Gauranga. Henamate Jagai Madai Paritrana Karila Shri Gaura Chandra Jagatera Pranam. In this way, Shri Gaura Chandra, the life and soul of the universe, and delivered Jagai and Madai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnu Padayam Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedantam Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. My humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. As always, discussing Krishna Katha, Gaura Katha in the assembly of Vaishnavas is a very wonderful and a privileged service. This is something that we earn every time. But these topics that we are currently discussing in Chaitanya Bhagavata is so esoteric or so intense, even to comprehend, even to explain them, you need some prayer qualification. In Hindi, there is a very interesting proverb. Bandar kya jane adrak ka swad. In Tamil also we have a similar one. Kavide ki teriyuma karpura vasnai. So this transcendental subject matters to be dealt by a person like me with so much of conditioning. I'm just wondering what the Lord has in his plan. Maybe he is involving me in this service for my purification. So I will have to only speak limited to the limited exposure and understanding in Krishna consciousness. Whilst these subject matters about the transcendental exchanges of the Lord with his transcendental devotees, it is something beyond comprehension. Not only I personally feel, but even some of the associates over there at that point in time when Gaurachandra was there, they are also saying, my dear Lord, what are you talking about? Huh? Wait, somebody is there, don't you see? Oh, no, nobody is there. So it is very interesting that Vrindavan Das Thakura has revealed these pastimes to us, at least presented these pastimes to us, to know how much we don't know and how much we are dependent on our higher ups to even know. When I was going through these verses, I was just thinking that what are going to be our reflections towards this? What are we going to learn from this? So within my limited capacity, I would like to present some learnings and leave it to some exalted Vaishnavas to eventually do full justice to these transcendental loving emotions of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is always explained that Krishna consciousness, the subject matter of Krishna consciousness, it is not something that we can learn by our material skills. It is not that when someone go through the texts, they get to learn them. The spiritual science is something that we need some higher authorities, some self-realized soul to reveal them to us. When we study the science of Krishna consciousness, when we go through Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and various literatures, we may read some verses, we may learn some technical things, but the real purport of them, the real depth of them, the real rasa of them, unless it is revealed to us, we cannot know. Krishna Prema, pure love of Godhead, is available only with Krishna Premis, those who have love for Krishna. And unless those transcendental self-realized devotees are going to reveal it to us, there is no place this Krishna Prema is accessible. So, this highest subject matter of transcendental loving exchanges, loving devotion between the Lord and devotees, which is very rare, is openly, publicly shared with an utmost confidence that everybody cannot understand this. It has to be revealed, it has to be explained, it has to be, someone has to handhold us to take us through the journey. So we are going to have 3 sets of reflections in this current context. The first reflection is about the process of revelation of the transcendental science, the transcendental love, the transcendental Krishna Prema. When Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing, Shiva, Sukha, Narada, Preme Gadgada in Sandhyarthi. How did he say? Is he just writing by, just some fluke? Is he just doing some guesswork? He's specifically naming them. He didn't say that so many demigods are participating. He writes, Shiva, Narada. And so many, wonderful songs that he has written. So which means he has seen them. In some other place, he is explaining about the glorious holy Dham of Navadvip and the transcendental pastimes the Lord has performed. Which means he has seen them. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami and various Goswamis, when they are explaining about the various pastime places of Vrindavan, with so much description, it is not a fluke work. It is not some guesswork. It means they have seen them. How they have seen them. So this process of seeing them is very wonderfully explained by Srila Prabhupada in various places. We'll just look at some glimpse of them. Because at some point in time, we are expected to rise up and see the reality. When we were all kids, small children, we asked funny questions to our parents. We make our own assumptions about certain things in life, of how things work. Because of our novice, because of our being in a very immature age, parents also give some superficial answers or sometimes some cover-up answers, hoping that as the child grow up at an appropriate age, he will develop intelligence and he will develop maturity, that certain information he will learn by experience or he can be told. But what if someone remains like a child all through the life? We will be laughing stock. People will laugh at us. People will call us mad, moron, clown, whatever way. So my first reflection is that unless and otherwise we get to know a fundamental satya, truth, that such pastimes are constantly going on and happening right around us, in front of us. Just that we don't get to see them. So let us learn to accept that at the face value. We may have to raise up to that platform at some point in time, but to even accept this fact that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates' glorious pastimes are still happening. Srila Prabhupada and our spiritual master's mercy is still flowing our way. Krishna is still watching over us. And all of them are doing this so that we can become a proper devotee. Just imagine this for a minute. That suppose we are surrounded by 8 people and they're sitting like this, watching us like this. They're constantly staring and watching us. What this guy is up to? What is he going to do? So many learnings, so many experience, so many support systems, so much of things after giving that. What is he up to? Is he changing? So they are wondering that how are we going to, rise up to the expectations. So to help us rise up, Acharyas are trying to, give us some hope and some rope so that we can catch hold of them and rise up. So even though this current 7-8 verses that we read discusses about the Lord's transcendental exchanges with Brahma and Lord Shiva, who is not able to control their emotions and they are just in ecstasy rolling on the floor. Brahma and Lord Shiva doesn't behave like that in their own offices and courtroom. It is in Mahaprabhu's house, in front of Mahaprabhu, when they are in their personal self, when they are in their administrative function, they have their own, persona, which everybody sees and they see, oh my God, Lord Shiva, and he is a great Vaishnava. Because in 4th canto, if you read, when Brahma is bringing all the associates of Daksha and, the other party, in Kailasha, Lord Shiva is, sitting on a specific mudra. That mudra is explained in, Srimad Bhagavatam as a mudra of an authority. When all the demigods, when they are completely lost, when they go to Brahma, Brahma is sitting as an authority. That authority who has an ability to destroy the universe, who has an ability to create an universe, is now rolling on the floor like madman. And not everybody could see that. At least by the help of Vrindavan Das Thakura, we are reading that. How much we can interpret, understand, emulate, realize, we can export ourselves to that stage. I'm not even touching that. But at least my realization here is that, can we at least accept that fact? There are so many wonderful transcendental loving exchanges that are currently also happening, and we are missing them. So even just by accepting this fact, just by accepting the aspect of it, because what happens is that our materialistic intelligence will tend to flip through the pages in their hand. These are all some emotional statements. But these statements are very much meant for emotionally diving deep into this. I have given this example earlier also. Suppose a father and mother, if they have a 3-month, 6-month-old baby, what will be their evening conversation when the father comes back from work? The mother will explain all the smaller, finer, small details about the child's behavior to father, and they would enjoy. The mother will bring in a piece of paper. You see, this line that is drawn by our child, she held the pen and drew. It is no art. It is no such, complicated thing. But just for the parent who is witnessing the child, whose love is invested and their whole life is around the child, even the smallest emotional, even the smallest, expression is so wonderful, and they are seeing how their child is growing. They will say, oh, yesterday my child could draw this way, now she can draw a little more longer. She can draw this way. So what happens is that if that conversation between father-mother conversation, if somebody else, if they hear that conversation, how much they'll enjoy. If they go and show this paper, you see, oh, this is my baby. Yeah. What is so interesting in this? Let's move on. But for the parent, they will talk whole night. Look at how she's smiling. Oh, look at her hair. Oh, look at her head. How she's turning. How she's doing. How she's climbing. How she's sounding. So many things. And that is love. That has no other science. That is absolutely love. And that is the love that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come down to give. Unfortunately, persons like me have not realized the importance of them, and we are still licking the honey bottle outside. But at least can we accept the fact that if you open the bottle, the honey inside is so tasty. Just open it. Don't be lethargic. Don't procrastinate. So my first realization that I want to say to people like me, with so much of conditioning, in spite of being in such a wonderful associations, we are still scratching the surface. Whilst these transcendental loving emotions, loving pastimes, loving details are happening around us, for us, and this is exclusive of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Brahma bole Chaturmukhi Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Mahadeva Panchamuki Rama Rama Hare Hare. I never had heard this, but Jayapataka Maharaj, first time in one Rath Yatra in Chennai, I'm talking about in 1998, 1997, 98. Because we have regularly been hearing Jai Jagannath, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Suddenly in the Jagannath Rath Yatra, he sang this song. Said, what is he singing? And we all used to sing that. That song became very famous. Then every Rath Yatra, we wait for Jayapataka Maharaj to come down from the Rath with his big gong. And he makes sure he sings this every Rath Yatra. I mean, for us, it used to be a routine, every year's routine that we used to definitely go to Chennai Rath Yatra, because those days we had hardly 2-3 temples in Tamil Nadu. And Chennai Rath Yatra is a 3-day festival for us, and it's an annual festival. We get to visit them. So I'm talking about in my, in my school going days was this. So when he sung, or when he sings, I was just, what is he singing? So when we read Caitanya Bhagavata, when we read these wonderful descriptions, then we correlate, all he's singing is, this is exactly what they are doing in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every day, rolling on the floor. And here we spoke about, Brahmaji and Lord Shiva. What about our dear friend Yamaraj? He is also chanting Gauranga, Gauranga. So this madness, this transcendental madness, is actually belonging to a completely different zone, which I don't have access to, but at least theoretically we get to know that. So my first reflection is, can we accept that such zone exists, and we all are we are the same queue. Maybe we are we are in different, positions in the queue, but for sure, if I stand in this queue and do what is expected of me, I will also going to experience, I will also going to witness, and I may also do what these personalities are doing, mad after Gaurav Prema. So as a sadhaka, as a practitioner, we need to learn to train our mind, train our tongue, train our senses, and inform our intelligence that yes, we have some very interesting journey ahead. Please stay put. What is described is something that you can also witness. It is like when we were children, many things were all, it's like, like a magic. But as we grew up, slowly, many things were revealed. And, similarly, this process of Krishna consciousness, if we stay put, then this revelation is possible. So I wanted to say this, that accepting such a transcendence rather than questioning. Because I recently, heard, met, and seen devotees. They are selectively rejecting and selectively accepting and selectively reading what is convenient and what is acceptable, what is comprehensible for them. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there are certain descriptions which we may not be able to comprehend, and we may not even accept. But at least as students of Srimad Bhagavatam, we need to learn to accept them with a Shraddha that they are not fake, they are not some inadvertent statements. They are meaningful and experientiable statements. I may not experience this. I may not today have a maturity to even accept this. But let me serve great Vaishnavas. They eventually get there. The reason I am saying this is, without having this Shraddha and surrender, we might ourselves form a separatist group saying that certain understandings and certain emotions are not necessary or fake or something that is cooked up. This is actually the biggest problem of Kali Yuga, and the Kali's effect is even there amongst practicing devotees. So my humble request is, either please firm up your understanding with some basics of Krishna consciousness nicely before venturing out in learning and reading some esoteric stuffs. Or if you are going through this learning, then please learn to accept them, surrender them, we may not be able to dwell on them. But a time will come, we will also get that madness that all these wonderful personalities have got. Srila Prabhupada was once singing this song, Narada Muni Bhajaye Vina Radhika Ramana Name. And I was told that Prabhupada got emotional when Prabhupada was singing that song. Because when we are operating on the zone of differentiation, he is innocent, he is ignorant, he is envious, he is student, he is serious, then we have much more of a teacher and some sort of a guide consciousness. But when the same devotee is in the assembly of some self-realized souls, and they are only, all the assembled members are self-realized souls only, then what happens? They all just have loving exchanges, and just by their revelations of their emotions, they all cry, weep, enjoy, and all sorts of symptoms. Hair standing on the end, tears flowing, from the eyes. That is why in Shiva Sangan, when Shri Caitanya Mahaprabhu was performing his nocturnal kirtan, only invited members came in. And one particular day, when there was an external person came, Mahaprabhu said, I am not feeling that loving emotion. And in a very, very, very limited sense, we also can experience this in our journey in Krishna consciousness. When you are surrounded by no nonsense, fully serious devotees, the topic, the conversation, the rasa, the mellow, the depth is different, is completely transcendental. Rather than when we are dealing with some amateurs. One time His Holiness Hanumat Prashek Maharaj was giving a class in ISKCON Pune. So Maharaj gave a fantastic class on that day. So after the class, I was telling Maharaj, it was very it was very wonderful. I mean, I've heard him quite a while, but that was a kind of a different class. Maharaj made a very profound statement. He said, look at the audience. Look at the assembled devotees. The content of the Bhagavatam speaker, the content of a Vaishnava Sangha's conversation depends upon who the assembled members are. So what we just read from 379 to 386 is not a general common audience. They are a unique, exclusively hand-picked audience who are having exchanges with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So at least as practicing devotees, let us accept them. This is my first point. So let us train our mind, let us train our intelligence, let us train ourselves, our senses, to accept the signs of Krishna consciousness do have some esoteric, exciting, transcendental, pure love about which we only have some information but we do not have experience. Let us stay in the queue. Very soon we will experience. The second point, Srila Prabhupada is explaining that how do we get to that stage? What all we do standing in the queue? I stand in the queue of, ISKCON. I stand in the queue of, Vaishnavas. I stand, chant, whatever I do. What am I supposed to do? Three things Prabhupada is explaining. He says, number one is Tishtan Vraje, which means residence in the holy dham or residing in holy dham consciousness. Number two, he explains, is about seva. And number three, he is explaining about following the process of Krishna consciousness as suggested by our spiritual master and our predecessor acharyas. So residence, service and process will enable us to see things which we are otherwise not seeing. So my second reflection is, reside in Vraja or Vraja consciousness. Somehow or other, when we are with Sri Guru, Gurudeva, and accompany him, follow in his footsteps, and go to Brajadam, go to Mayapur Dham, go to Navadvip Dham, go to Jagannath Puri Dham. What do they do to us? Whilst we would have seen those places, but when they explain, we see the place differently. Oh, this is Hamsa Vahana Siva, this is Mamgachi, this is so and so place, this is so and so place, this is Champahati. So when we just hear that name and get historical information and geographical information, there is no excitement. But when we reside there in the assembly of Vaishnavas and hear the pastimes that happen in that place, they are opening the eyes of ignorance and revealing that science to us. So we do have very minuscule, sense of experiencing them. Not quite regularly, not quite every day, I have that privilege. But we do. That is the reason why we are still hoping, like how Narada Muni in his previous life, he got darshana of Paramatma for a very short period of time. And that vision helped him to sustain the rest of his life, and he eventually became the glorious Vaishnava Sri Narada. So when Gurudeva takes us around, whenever senior Vaishnavas takes us around the holy dham, the purpose of going around the holy dham is to see the unseen. Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpa Vriksha. Where do you see them? When we go to Mayapur, Navadvip, Vrindavan, do we see them? We don't see them. But when Vaishnavas reveal some pastimes, we see them. Oh, this is Radha Kund, this is Shyama Kund, this is Giri Govardhan. And when they narrate the pastimes, when they transport us, then we are able to enjoy. So my second reflection is that residence in the holy dham or residence in holy dham consciousness, which means hearing Krishna Katha from a bona fide soul, or residing in Vrindavan Dham in the assembly of Vaishnavas, both will help us gain this spiritual emotion as we are hearing here. And second thing is, not just stay there. We are expected to perform service. Service in a sense, both ways, in terms of performing physical, menial, deputed service, which will help us to develop God consciousness, God realization, as well as sadhana, which will help us to get us rid of all our bondage. So when we are in the conditioned state, sadhana cuts the knots. And when we perform sadhana and perform service, then we are able to start relishing. So the second aspect is residence, service. And what is this process all about? The process is very nicely explained by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura in the 8th verse of Nectar of Instruction. Shravanam, Dharanam, Dhyanam, Dhruvanusmriti, and Samadhi. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj writes this. So we have several times in the class, referred to this context, but in this context, I want to once again refer them because it is pretty much relevant to our learning here. So he says, number one is, smaranam, recollection, remembrance of Krishna. Maybe in an interrupted intervals, but we just remember him. Maybe on need basis, maybe during our sadhana, maybe during our darshan, maybe during our offering time. But we don't remember him all the time. This is general remembrance, smaranam. Then smaranam gets matured. How does smaranam gets matured? The smaranam gets matured when you constantly hear about the Krishna Katha, when you constantly, participate in Vrindavan mood, then the recollection, the smaranam becomes dharanam. It becomes absorption. Which means previously what was interrupted remembering, now we have uninterrupted remembering. And we have some experiences of that also. When we are in our yatra, when we are in our Mangalarati darshan in front of Radha Madhava, Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Neela Madhava, Radha, Giridhari, whatever it is. When we stand in front of them, unless you are really in a disturbed state of mind, you are spellbound and you are standing in front of the Lord and you are singing the wonderful prayers and uninterrupted remembrance, at least for those half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour. But here, according to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, the stage of Dharanam is not just some hours. It is about some stage of consciousness where we are able to uninterruptedly think about Krishna. And he writes that when someone continues to associate in this Krishna consciousness, reside in Vrindavan Dham, perform services, then what happens to them is Dharanam gets improved as Dhyanam, which means the meditation is not only non-interrupted, the meditation is, the remembrance is concentrated. With that concentration, we are slowly eliminating the frill elements. I was talking the other day in our Bhakti Shastri class. We hear in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan, we hear tune. Then slowly we get into mantra. Then we slowly get into prarthana. Then we slowly get into sadhana. Then the holy name becomes our lifeline. We would have started off in just the tunes. We would be just humming those tunes, recollecting those tunes, filling those tunes with holy name. But the priority is tunes. But then the process is so sublime that by keep on doing them, the tune will draw us towards mantra. At some point in time, we give attention to the mantra, Hare, Krishna, Rama, Hare. So we chant that mantra and we get to hear the mantra and we get to get familiar with the mantra. We get to become friendly with the mantra. The mantra becomes, visible and, relevant to us. And when we keep on doing that further, then we start to pray to that Nama Prabhu. Prarthana in singing. And when we keep on doing that, then our sadhana. Sadhana here is not referred to some early stages of truncated activities. Sadhana here refers to a full-fledged commitment that my life, my tongue doesn't stop. So here the sadhana is about how we are able to constantly remember. And finally, we get to. So the idea is dhyanam. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj further says, this dhyanam gets further intensified when meditation expands and becomes constant. The concentration that we developed in dhyanam is becoming dhruvanusmriti, anusmriti, constant remembrance, and eventually it is getting to the stage of trance called samadhi, uninterrupted, unceasing anusmriti. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj says, Shravana Dasa, Varana Dasa, Smarana Vasta, and Sampati Dasa. The perfection of life after Smarana Dasa or Samadhi has fully developed. The soul comes to understand his original constitutional position. So here, what is happening when Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are rolling on the floor in front of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having loving exchanges, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, don't you see, like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, so many people are rolling on this floor here. Because they are in mad love. And Mahaprabhu, when he is in the Radha Bhav, he himself does that. We have discussed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Suddenly Mahaprabhu left from his house, he started running towards the ocean. And he just went and, lie down in the ocean and people have to find him out in Bhubaneswar or in some other place. He just, got mad in transcendental love. So my second reflection is that for us to get to this loving, emotional, stage, which is not sadhana bhakti, it is raganuga bhakti. So to this raganuga, to get to this natural, attachment, natural, emotional, bonding. So raganuga bhakti can be developed only when you are associating with raganuga bhaktas. So that is why in Nectar of Instruction, Rupa Goswami explains that when you see a Uttamadhikari, associate, serve, and please choose to, be in their assembly for us to develop the loving emotions. So it is extremely important for us to note that Raganuga Bhaktas association is important for us to, make the necessary progress in Krishna consciousness. So this is my second reflection. And the third reflection, as we have read, all these great personalities are telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they're telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that there is no doubt that these great personalities are, coming, and these confidential pastimes of Lord Chaitanya are most wonderful if one hears them. They get all the, perfection, and they are saying one more statement. What power, verse number 383, what power do we have to see? Only you can give us the ability to see. So my third reflection is resting on this point, that this Raganuga devotion, or this loving devotional service that a practicing devotee can eventually achieve, Chaitanya Charitamrita advises us on this matter. So by 2 points that I want to say. For a neophyte, so if you consider yourself as a neophyte, give up all kinds of motivated desires and simply engage in the regulative devotional service of the Lord according to the directions of scriptures. Thus, a devotee, thus a neophyte, can gradually develop attachment for Krishna's name, fame, form, qualities, and so forth. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So, develop in-depth attachment to holy name. Through that, you will develop attachment to his, form. Through that, you get attachment to his, guna, to his characteristics, qualities, and eventually you can participate in that Leela. So this Leela that is happening, we can also be part of it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtan Leela is still going on, and Prabhupada is inviting us. You can be part of this Leela. You can be enjoying this Leela, but that can happen when we are as neophytes, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. At an advanced stage, when one has developed attachment for Krishna's name, fame, qualities, and so forth, then what happens is that he can spontaneously serve the lotus feet of Krishna even without being told, even without being, having any defined reason or a justification. He thinks he gets it in return. And also, he may not even need a rules to do them. He can be fully functional in that stage of transcendental ecstasy. So my third reflection, I want to say that as a practicing devotee, that we can definitely develop our attachments to holy name, and that holy name attachment will eventually, if it intensifies, will get attached to the form, qualities, and the pastimes of the Lord. And through that journey, we will come to the stage of performing devotional service without any expectations in return. So when all the associates are telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that just by verse number 383 and 384, he's saying, you can give us the ability to see, and if one hears them, the pastimes of the Lord, they get all perfection. And both of them are possible, based on what I just said. So, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, and then be a responsible, accountable devotee, performing the Sri Guru service without any expectations, without any, anything in return. We mentioned them in the second reflection also, but here I want to insist by saying that this, by doing so, the power to see these pastimes comes from Krishna. So at the end of the day, the prerogative is still lies with Krishna, still lies with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But we go through this process, go through this process of purification. We will be able to, see the transcendental pastimes. We can be part of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, and we will enjoy these moments, and we will definitely be able to win more and more souls to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. So, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, repeatedly say that a person with devotional emotions, a person who is having devotional feelings in his heart, it is impossible for him to control himself and be locked up in a place. He will find out every possible ways and means to glorify Krishna, to serve Krishna, and he need not be given any reason, and he will not expect anything in return. So to summarize our learning in today's class, which is definitely having more and more depth and more deeper emotions embedded into this, which I do not have access to, but at least I can definitely say that they do have. But all I can say is that we are part of a wonderful lineage where our predecessors have seen them, they have heard them, they have touched them, they have been with Krishna, and after those realizations, they are giving us instructions. So at this point in time, we simply accept their wonderful descriptions and narrations, and know that we are part of a wonderful, glorious, and sublime parampara. And as a second reflection, we discussed that how by we choosing to reside in Vrindavana consciousness, choosing to reside in Vrindavana in the association of bona fide devotees, we will be able to see, realize those unseen things. And when we are able to perform service, given to us along with the sadhana, then we will be able to rise up, and eventually, as we discussed about the processes of evolving from smaranam to samadhi, that is possible. And the last but not least, as a practicing devotee, we are very much dependent on the empowerment by our spiritual authorities, empowerment by the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord says that when you are going to take shelter of this holy name, when you're going to shelter of this process, he is available to us and he is ready to empower us. So this Raganuga, this natural devotion, is possible when we are associating with Raganuga Bhaktas, and all we need to do is that somewhere or other we try to glue ourselves to the committed service, glue ourselves to the opportunity that we are given to us by our spiritual master, without any expectations, without anything in return, even if it means that we are not, quote unquote, experiencing what has been explained over here. We just keep on doing them, and it is definite that our process is going to prakshishyati vishvaso. This process is definitely going to reveal the transcendental, loving emotions. Sabari did that. Several Vaishnavas did that. Advaitacharya did that. Advaitacharya did that for 55 years before he got association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sabari did that for several, years, hoping that Lord Ramachandra would come. Prabhupada was preparing and praying and meditating to perform the Sankirtan mission all over the world for 44 years since he met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. So all great personalities have demonstrated it is not a process where we can just do in hurry. We just need to be patiently, confidently, enthusiastically perform our duties and services without anything in expectation in return. Then I guess we have definitely some wonderful, journey and time ahead in our Krishna conscious journey. I am definitely sure that I have not done justice to these transcendental emotions exchanged between the Lord and his transcendental devotees. But all I said is all I could, reflect upon. So thank you so much. If there are any questions, comments, or additional reflections, I'll be happy to respond. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the very, very interesting class. About Kirtan, the thing that you said, it was very, very nice. So first you just listen to the tune, then you start listening to the mantra, then you do some prarthana, and then finally there is the sadhana. Initially, I was thinking first sadhana, then prarthana, but then you very nicely explained how sadhana comes later. So very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much for such an inspiring class. We'll open the forum for question and answers now. We have Parima Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. What a wonderful class. I mean, it makes us think that I am, at least for me, that I am on the lowest level of sadhana. Because Prabhuji, even though we chant committedly, every day we chant, and whenever, of course, when we have the good fortune of associating with senior devotees, Prabhuji, how do you develop the attachment for the holy names to such an extent that it starts revealing? How do we do that? Because if you if you have been chanting for some years, why is it that the attachment is not increasing much?
According to Gaur Govinda Maharaj, and according to few of the verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita, the attachment and the love for the holy name will develop only when you associate with Krishna Premis, these self-realized souls. They have Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite para, tomara shakati. So, somewhere or other in our journey in Krishna consciousness, we take association superficially. We have still not known how to take association. We still do not know what to observe in a self-realized soul. So we observe, hey, look at this dhoti. Oh, look at this garland. Oh, look at this, those. You look at his responsiveness towards different situation. Look at his emotions when he's reading Bhagavata verse. Look at his dealings with other Vaishnavas. Look at his dealing with other God brothers. Look at his dealings with the Prabhupada's instructions. So there are many things that in our Vaishnava associations, we just tick the box saying that yes, I associated. But the real association begins when we start to read between lines, or when we start to see between, their behavior, because Prabhupada, these transcendental Vaishnavas, they don't express these emotions publicly. You don't get to see them because we are reading these books and narrations of great personalities. We get to know that they cried, they wept, they rolled on the floor. You don't get to see the scene generally in any sangha. At least in Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition,
yes,
we are not some show bottle people that we try to kind of weep and how. So we are just very simple sadhakas because we are a preaching movement, so we conduct ourselves in a manner that other can comprehend. Even then, people don't comprehend. But for us to go deeper, so we'll have to search for a private, wonderful, and a transcendental moment with Vaishnavas, where they open up, where they share their heart, where they share their emotions. I very clearly remember this when Bhakti Tirtha Swami, one of the soldiers of Srila Prabhupada, when he was leaving his body, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj was in a Sharanagati form. No, sorry, Gita Nagari form. So, what Radhanath Maharaj was doing? Radhanath Maharaj, all he did every day was going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in Krishna's pastimes, and to an extent that Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj made a public statement that he will not meet with anyone. He will not meet with any devotees, even God brother. Because what happened was, I was in New York Rath Yatra on that day. This was in 2005, June, if I'm right. So I was in the Rath Yatra, and His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, was there in Rath Yatra. Suddenly, on my shoulders, somebody said, "Hey, Ramgiri." So when I turned, it was Maharaj, and I just opened my obeisances. And Maharaj was explaining that he just came back from Gita Nagari form. And even His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj was not given an audience with Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, saying that Maharaj would like to, go deeper in his meditation towards, the transcendental deities. And who took him there? Our dearest Radhanath Maharaj took him there. So the situation was, they were diving deep into the pastimes all days, right from the morning till evening. They were discussing Vrindavan pastimes. Look at that. I'm not sure even if you could handle that, moments. So my response is that it is possible to get those attachment emotions only when we are learning to know how to associate. We associate, we do services, all that described are all done. But they are all done at the surface level, which is good, which is not, bad. But we need to go further, more deeper. So our eyes of, which is covered by ignorance. So there are several layers. We remove every one layer, for eventually for us to see the real happiness, and we will get there. The process is going to deliver that. Just that we should not get derailed. We stay in the queue. You got on the right train. Maybe you are in the beginning station. Suppose you are going from Mumbai to Vrindavan. Maybe you are just in Mumbai. Maybe somebody is just in Surat. Maybe somebody is just in Baroda. Somebody is just in some place. We are in different place. As we are going closer, we'll get different experiences in Krishna consciousness. And this is sure shot. That's all I can say. So keep doing what you are doing, but keep searching some depth. In depth, you get when you are associating with deep devotees. You see how they are seeing, how they are reading, how they are responding, how they are behaving to circumstances, how they are getting not agitated to certain things. You cannot imitate, but at least you can observe them and be with them and perform some menial services to them and eat some remnants of them, smear the dust of the lotus feet on their forehead, pray to them. I guess one fine day you will also operate in that zone. Am I making sense, Mataji?
Absolutely, Prabhuji, because I was just going to think about that, even if we observe those great transcendental qualities, at least at my level, it's not possible to, adopt them. Even if we do observe them, and even if we appreciate them, it's like we see a very, very beautiful diamond necklace. We want to own it, but we cannot afford it. It's something like that.
Yeah.
Thank
Long way to go.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your wonderful explanation. Hare Krishna. Danvat pranams.
Any other thoughts, comments, reflections?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisance. It's all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I really like my takeaway today is like you told that how we need to love the God like we love our child, how we care for him, how we discuss about each and everything about him. So that really imbibes in me that the thought that yes, we need to do that. We do it when we meet devotees, Prabhuji. Like if we are dealing with devotees, the topic comes like we can do like this with Krishna. When I went there to that temple, I felt like that. But with other people, we can't discuss, Prabhuji, that fun. That feeling means we don't have that frequency with them that we discuss such things with them. But with
We
only
need not also. I mean, the idea is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not reveal all the emotions with everyone. And even Srila Prabhupada was emotional at some moments, but he didn't reveal with everyone. So I'm not sure what your question is, but at least I just want to interject here and say that we need not. I guess the message here is, as we are progressing in our Krishna consciousness, we learn to give attention to the details. The more you give attention to the details in Krishna consciousness, the more we will progress. The more we are going to be superficial, the devotional life is very superficial. Attention to details, you hear prayers. You look at Chaitanya Bhagavata. Why Vrindavan Das Thakur has to say this? He could have finished the entire, Jagai and Madhya pastimes in 50 shlokas. But he has spoken 400 shlokas, which means he's giving attention to the details to increase the loving emotions that are, involved in the loving relationship with the devotees. I'm sorry I stopped you in between, but if you want to complete your questions, we can go ahead. But I just want to say, we need not expect that loving exchange with everyone, because we will not get them. We will only get them. That is why it is said, every practicing Vaishnava need to have 3 relationships. One with some juniors to whom you can teach. One with some friends with whom you can share. And definitely one with some seniors from whom you can obediently serve and learn. All 3 are important. And in all 3, the loving exchanges and interactions are different. But at least if you have these 3, you are going to have a very balanced growth. So sorry, Mataji, go ahead.
Yeah, that's like I was saying that this is my takeaway from today's class, Prabhuji, because I really like that point, and this will imbibe more devotion in us also. Like we need to be so detailed. We do devotion with such open-hearted and detailed mentality. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thanks a lot for such.
Actually, the one of the immediate thing that we get to see among between Kanishta and the serious devotees are, so we will buy anything and everything. We will buy the activities. Somehow I do the service, but those who are serious will not do the service somehow. They will do the service in a particular way, in a particular manner, in a particular depth, in a particular detail. So sometimes you're like, "TK, yaar, it's all. Why are you getting to all these things?" It's not TK. It is. It is. If your doctor says, okay, the doctor who is going to perform surgery on you, ठीक है मैं घर पे हाथ धो लिया, I just wash my hands at home, I'm clean only. Will we be okay? No, we want him to wash and sterilize at 5 different levels. When he enters the hospital, he has to clean his hands. Then he has to clean his dress. He has to change his dress, clean the equipments, clean the bed, clean the patient. And damn, before even like operation maybe for 5 minutes, but the cleaning before and after takes for 45 minutes. So anybody comes and says that you have to explain them. What will you do in your operation theater? Are you okay with your doctor coming and cleaning his sweat and doing the operation? It will not be okay. So let us all learn slowly. Let us give. It is like this. When somebody gives attention to the details to us, we like them. When somebody pampers us, we like them. When somebody gives importance to us, we like them. When somebody is giving their personal time to us, we like them. So if even in a conditioned state, we get that, what if we do? What if we are operating that zone for the Supreme Lord and His dearest devotees? I am sure hairs in the body will stand on the end. Thank you so much for bringing that out.
Yes, thanks a lot, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, anything else? Unless tomorrow we have Radhashtami in India. I'm sure you all also have Radhashtami today or tomorrow. So wish you all a wonderful Radhashtami celebrations, and may Shrimati Radharani bestow her choicest blessings upon all of you, and maybe get to serve her servant of the servants of the servants of the servants, and make our life perfect. Yes, Sukasagari Mataji. I'll be picked up a bhajan to sing. So if there are no questions, we'll go to bhajans.
Sindhu Mataji raised her hand.
Yeah, sure.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I don't have actually any questions, but I had 2 reflections from yours session, Prabhu. One, the way you said that, revelations and reflections do not come to a single person, which is so true. Right, because when we take the Krishna book and read one chapter, if you listen to 5 devotees, you'll get 5 different reflections. It's as if they are having a CCTV in a different angle, right? They were looking at something else when we were looking at something else. So that is so true, Prabhu. And when you said about the details, this details, what you said, now I understand. Indradyumna Maharaj, in one of the sessions, he said, love is in the details, he said. I didn't understand at that time when he said that. I said, what is he trying to say? But when you explained it now, it was a reflection for me. I really understood what he said when he said love is in the details. So thank you so much, Prabhu. It was an eye-opener for me. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
The very reason I mentioned the first reflection is sometimes we may not understand certain things, but let us accept them. Eventually, we will understand them. Like mathematics genius Ramanujan, he has given so many theorems which are put in use, but many people do not know how he arrived at it. And somebody is still researching them. I'm just giving a materialistic example. So similarly, sometimes our guru would have said some statement, or somebody would have said some statement. So we would be, scratching our head that, what did he say and why did he say? I'm not able to understand. We even say that, oh, the class boring, I have to samjhane. I didn't follow only. But at least, make a note of it. At some point in time, you will definitely get to understand. Because what they said in a single line, underneath them there is a huge, set of experience and realizations that they carry. They would have just said it. So that is why Vaishnavacharya's songs and Vaishnavacharya's writings, they may be seen just as single, simple words, but they carry a very, potent Krishna prema. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Very nice.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any other thoughts, comments? Okay, so we will sing a song. I want to sing this song called Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Nami. Is that okay, Mataji? Because you are singing the right tune probably. I know that is.
Hari Bol,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Okay. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Nami. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Nami. Nama Mani Udita Hai Bhagat Gita Same. Nama Amani Udita Hai Bhagat Gita Same. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Name. Ami Yadara Parise Ganam Shravana Yugale Giya Bhakata Jana Sagane Nache Buriya Panahira. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Name. Madhuri Purasava Pashi Mata Ya Jagat Jane. Ke hova kande ke hova nache ke ho mate mane mane. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Name. Panchavadana Narade Dori Premera Saganaro Kamalasana Nachiya Bole Bolo Bolo Hari Bolo. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Name. Sahasranana Paramasuke Hari Hari Boli Gaya. Nama Prabhave Matilo Vishwa Nama Rasa Sabe Paya. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Name. Sri Krishna Nama Rasa Nispuri Pura Lo Amara Asha. Shri Rupa Padeya Chaye Iha Bhakati Vinode Dasa. Narada Muni Bhaje Vina Radhika Ramana Name. When the great soul Narada Muni plays his veena, the holy name Radhika Raman descends and immediately appears amidst the kirtan of the Lord's devotees. Like a monsoon cloud, the holy name showers nectar in their ears. All the devotees, due to great ecstasy, repeatedly dance to their heart's content. All the people of the universe become maddened upon entering this intoxicating shower of nectar. Some people cry, some dance, and others become fully intoxicated within their minds. Lord Shiva, embracing Narada Muni, repeatedly makes loud screams of ecstatic joy. And Lord Brahma, dancing very ecstatically, says, All of you kindly chant Hari Bol, Hari Bol. In great happiness, the 1,000-faced Ananta Sesha chants Hari, Hari. By the influence of the transcendental vibration of the holy name, the whole universe becomes ecstatically maddened and everyone tastes the mellows of the holy name. Thakura Bhakti Vinoda, the humble servant of the Lord, says, the holy name of Krishna has fulfilled all my desires by vibrating on everyone's tongue. Bhakti Vinoda therefore prays at the feet of Sri Rupa Goswami that the chanting of Hari Nam may continue like this always. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Hari Nam Sankirtan Mahajagya ki jai, Nitai Gaurav Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Very relevant song for the current context.
Beautiful singing. Very, very nice. Thank you, Prabhu. Any
Hare
other
Krishna,
comments? Go ahead. Somebody unmuted.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much again for this very lovely session, filled with realizations and a beautiful meditative kirtan as well. Thank you. Thank you again for your valuable association. If there are no other questions, with gratitude to you, we will end the call here and looking forward to your class soon. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
Devacha Patitanam Paramitra
Vaishnavi
Vaishnavi
Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vranda ki jai.
Jai
Pad ki jai.
Jai.
Ramgiridhari Prabhu ki
Jai.
jai.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Hare
you so much,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Happy Radhashtami. And I thought, was Prahladananda Prabhu on the call? No, he had left. Okay, it was his birthday, so we thought of wishing him, but he left. Okay. So thank you again. We'll end the call.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, dear. Please.
Hare Krishna.